viewers! Welcome to Cha Talks. This is Cha, ang inyong lingkod.
Ding dong!
So for today's vlog, I will be discussing to you some of the short stories written by Filipino authors which made significant contributions in our Philippine literature. To begin with, let me first define what short story is. According to research, it is a fully developed story which is shorter than a novel but longer than a fable. It is often read in just one sitting and is composed of 5 major elements, namely the character, the settings, the plot, the conflict, and the theme. Short stories have numerous perks that make them a great read in the digital age, but I think one of the most significant reasons is their length, which is short. Moreover, the short story's plotline is precise and direct, and the format is concise and easily understandable. Moving on, the first short story that I will be discussing is entitled How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife.
Brad Pitt.
So let me start by summarizing it, in which I will discuss the plot and after which I will give some of my analysis and understanding of the short story, as well as to share some thoughts and opinions about the different cultures, traditions, and values of Filipinos then and now. So the plot of the story revolves around a guy named Leon who introduces his city-born wife to his more countryside relatives. The story is set in La Union's barrio Nagribcan, where the author's story, Manuel E. Argilla, was born. It was set during the 1930s in the province, wherein almost all of the people living there are magsasaka or farmers. The story is told in the first-person point of view, and the narrator is Baldo. He is one of the main characters in the short story and played the role of being Leon's sibling. The story also concentrated on how a city woman married a provinciano and how she adjusted her life in the village of simplicity and toil. After marrying, the couple decided to return on the village so that they can reconcile with the family of the man. The father of Leon devises a difficult and actual test for the wife, Maria, in order for her to observe the truth of the village.
This boy?
The character of Maria in this story is indeed very endearing, not because of her kindness and simplicity, but because she is very mahinhin and typically not matapobre, which really defines a lot of Filipino women during the olden days. I'm not saying naman na hindi na present ang mga ganong klaseng kababaihan ngayon sa henerasyon natin, but the number of women who embodies the characteristic of Maria nowadays continues to get outnumbered because of several factors. I appreciate the character of Maria in this story the most because even though she was admitting the fear on meeting the family, that didn't stop her to show her true self. How he truly accepts, loves, and respects Leon, the family of Leon, and the life that awaits her in Nagrobkan. If I will relate this significant theme to the lives of Filipinos, I must say that we are quite emotional when we think about genuine love.
Frustrated.
Genuine love is yung tipo ng love na nararamdaman ni Maria kay Leon. You see, mahal niya ang kanyang asawa. Masaya siya kapiling ang kanyang asawa. Tanggap niya at kontento siya sa kung ano man ang buhay na nag-aantay sa kanila sa probinsya. Aww. Don't judge the book by its cover. Baldo, when he met his sister-in-law Maria, he was surprised and he thought that she doesn't belong to them. He also believed that it is impossible for her sister-in-law to adapt their life in the province because she came from the city. But despite of his pag-aalanganin, he then somehow realized that Maria is worth to be his brother's wife. So dito mo pa din talaga makikita kung paano mag-twist yung transition ng judgment ni Baldo sa kanyang sister-in-law, which is Maria, no? From negative judgment to positive after niya makilala ng lubusan yung asawa ng kuya niya. So, nakadepende yan sa tao. Pwedeng from positive to negative, pwede rin from negative to positive. Basta ang alam ko, lahat ng Pilipino ay judgmental at aware tayo doon.
Hey, stop it!
Within this story, we may also identify some Filipino attributes and values. One is the desire to gain one's trust, most especially when you needed the approval of your parents in choosing the love of your life. Then and now, I strongly believe that Filipino parents are extremely hard to impress. It's really hard to gain their trust. Madami din kasi silang rason para hindi ka muna pagkatiwalaan. Wala noon hanggang ngayon, strict parents are still existing. And I am a living example of that because even up to today, I'm 22 and my parents are still strict and I always ask permission kung saan ako pupunta, kung ano yung gagawin ko, especially when lalabas ako ng bahay namin. Itatanong kung sino mga kasama ko, kung bakit ako aalis. My parents are kind of like that, which really shows how they care, how they love me. So, just like Leon, pag-aasawa nga lang yun. Makikita mo kung gaano siya i-care ng tatay niya kasi gusto niyang kilatisin muna yung magiging asawa niya. Kasi mali mo, hindi pala siya tanggap. Like, hindi pala tanggap yung buhay na meron ng probinsya, right? Doon mo makikita kung gaano siya kamahal at kung gaano ka-care sa kanya yung tatay niya. Like, may isip, rude yung ginawa ng tatay niya. Pero, hey, that was his firstborn child. Lalaking panganay. At syempre, gusto din naman ng mga magulang natin na hindi lang tayo mahalin ng mga taong mahal natin, kundi tanggapin tayo ng buong buo. Ibigay sa atin yung buong tiwala. Nang sa ganun ay maging masaya ang pagsasama. Every Filipino parents do that. Nanay man yan o tatay. Hindi lang nga ganun yung mga approach ng iba, pero lahat ginagawa yun. Kasi gusto nila mabuti lahat para sa anak nila. And that makes sense. Kasi kahit gaano ka-strict or kahit gaano kahirap ka-impress yung mga magulang na yan, if maipakita mo na pure ka, pure yung love, pure yung trust, at pure yung intention mo sa anak nila, mapapalambot yan at matatanggap ka. Maria chose to show her love for Leon over her fear on meeting his family. And guess what? His father approved for her. And they lived happily. Full of contentment, no worries. Full of love, no hate.
My heart is, oh my god.
The second short story that I'll be discussing is entitled Harvest, written by Loreto Paras Sulit, a Filipino writer who's a co-founder of UP Writers Club in 1972. The story is on the third-person point of view, and the main characters are the siblings, Fabian and Vidal, who happens to be working as farmers under a master who owns the field. Vidal, the youngest, truly embodies a man who is physically attractive that every woman in town falls for him. His brother wants him to marry a girl whose father has 5 carabaos in order for them to use it on planting season since the harvest season is almost done, but Vidal refuses. Vidal wanted to go with Miss Francia to be her model. He wanted to go with her in the city because he believed that he will be able to gain more money there. And even without marrying Milia, who is the daughter of the farmer who have 5 carabaos, he can give money to his brother and to his family. On the other hand and on the contrary, Fabian never wanted his brother's decision, so he made a move on talking to Miss Francia that his brother can't be her model, for the reason that Vidal is marrying Milia and Milia is carrying his son.
Listen, boy.
Ever since the start of the story, I can already feel that Fabian is envious with his little brother. In many ways and in many factors, but this is according to my analysis and my opinion. Maybe he was jealous of his brother because first, Vidal is good looking and attractive that every woman in the town falls for him. Second, Vidal gets the attention. always. And if we can say that Vidal is always number one, matik yan na palaging nasa pangalawa si Fabian. Third, Vidal is still single and he has no family. And at his age, madami talagang kababaihan ang nagkakagustong mapangasawa si Vidal. Maybe those are the reasons why he chose to betray his brother.
Excuse me!
I believe mula noon hanggang ngayon, hindi naman mawawalan ng alitan ng magkakapatid. Most especially, tampo, selos, or galit. Pero not in a way na ipagkakalulo mo yung kapatid mo. Kailangan mong i-betray yung kapatid mo. Pinagkalalo niya yung kapatid niya in a way na nawalan na siya ng kalayaan at karapatan eh. That betrayal was out of bounds, below the belt na. Kasi bakit kailangan niya pang siraan yung kapatid niya eh? His brother is just being ambitious, right? Nag-aambisyon siya, nangangarap siya ng mas mataas at hindi naman nawala kay Vidal yung kagustuhan na iangat silang magkapatid at ang pamilya ng kapatid niya sa kahirapan. But what Fabian did is, hindi lang niya sinira ang buhay ng kapatid niya, hindi lang niya sinira ang pangarap ng kapatid niya para sa sarili niya, kundi sinira din niya yung pangarap ng kapatid niya para sa kanya at para sa pamilya niya. Hindi lang din relasyon nilang magkapatid ang nasira. Because the moment he went inside Miss Francia's house and nagpresentang mag-volunteer to be Miss Francia's model kapalit ng kanyang kapatid, binetray na din niya ang kanyang asawa, ang kanyang pamilya. Because from what I've read, Miss Francia is a beautiful lady. She's really attractive. And yung mga nabasa kong moment of Fabian looking at Miss Francia is parang may something which is not good. Because after seeing Miss Francia, Fabian went home na puno ng guilt yung mukha niya. Masyadong pagod na pagod and masyadong pawis na pawis and dumiretso siya sa batalan and washed immediately. I have read this story kasi from the same author but different interpretation and different sides. And sa nakikita ko kasi parang bitin yung story and ewan ko if the author wanted her reader na gumawa ng sarili niyang interpretation and sarili niyang ending. So I must say na maraming pwedeng maging ending nun. Pero ang punot dulo pa rin nun is the jealousy of Fabian to his little brother. So the lessons that I've learned in this story is that be responsible on your decisions in life. Huwag kang magpadalos-dalos na magdesisyon kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung magiging resulta nun. You see, hindi mo alam kung anong magiging impact nun sa taong nang himasukan mo, sa taong madadamay, and most especially, hindi mo alam yung magiging impact sa sarili mo. Si Kuyang Fabian kasi, nag-decide without knowing the consequences of his action. Pinapairal niya kasi yung pagiging kuya niya kay Vidal, like, siya yung literal na spoiled nowadays, na what he wants, what he gets. Gusto niyang ipakasal si Vidal kay Milya kasi kailangan nila yung 5 kalabaw ng tatay ni Milya. And after doing that, Vidal already decided to marry Milya. And that means Fabian got what he wanted. But the question is he happy with that after everything that had happened? No.
Everybody say no!
Because at the end of the story, mafe-feel mo na pinagsisihan niya din yung ginawa niya. Ibang-iba talaga yung nagagawa ng selos, ng tampo, ng galit. Kailangan talaga nating makontento sa kung anong meron tayo. Let us learn to appreciate and be happy with little things that we have. Kasi ang maliit ay nagiging malaki. Malay natin, di ba? Filipinos are known to be madidiskarte at matataas ang pangarap. So, ngayon, isa ka lang tuldok. Pero baka in the near future, isa ka ng malaking bilog. Kaya kagaya ng tuldok, huwag nating maliitin ang mga kakayahan ng ating kapwa-tao. Because we are the only one who holds our own future. Nasa atin nakasalalay ang kinabukasan natin. Wala sa kanya, wala sa kanila. Nasa mga sarili lang natin. that ends our vlog for today. Again, this is Cha, ang inyong lingkod. Don't forget to like and to share. Thank you and happy viewing!
반짝이는